78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. If you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. So, the world is reporting now that Regis Prograis versus Devin Haney is very close to happening. The WBC have come out and told Regis Prograis, the 140-pound champion, that he has two mandatories. One, Sandor Martin, and one, the young Devin Haney, who is the undisputed lightweight champion who's moving up to 140. So Regis Prograis can have his choice of whether he wants to fight Sandor Martin or Devin Haney, okay? The winner of that fight will eventually have to fight Sandor Martin if Regis chooses to fight Devin Haney, which I think he will for the money, okay, and the opportunity to fight an undisputed champion. I'll be totally shocked if Regis does not take the Devin Haney fight first. I'll be shocked. All right, so Devin Haney versus Regis is an amazing fight. Very tough fight for both guys. Dangerous fight for Devin Haney. First fight moving up at 140, not getting any filler fights in. No, not to work out the kinks or nothing. He running right in there with Regis Prograis, a hard puncher. And, you know, Regis didn't have his best outing, his last performance, but that can be fool's gold if you think that Regis is going to fight like that again. He's going to come to fight versus Devin Haney. It's going to be a close, dangerous fight. But we'll see what happens. In other news, as soon as this news breaks, Shakur's Clout chasing Stevenson and his team have released a statement that let me see what they say here. Report: Shakur Stevenson team contacts the WBC, seeks mandatory title fight versus Devin Haney. First of all, this comes after, I repeat, this comes only after reports come out that Devin Haney versus Regis is close. So now Shakur gets to look like he's trying to fight Devin Haney, when in reality, we're going to prove today that that's all cap. Shakur Stevenson has been asked to activate his WBC mandatory the moment he opened his mouth after the fight between Lomachenko and Devin Haney. And he did not do that. He did not activate his mandatory. Instead, he played games, okay? So let's go back here and take a look. Lomachenko remains number one ranking, retains his number one with WBC after the Haney loss. You know why Lomachenko remains number one? It's because after the fight, Lomachenko's team petitioned all the sanction bodies because they remain number one because they feel like they won the fight. And you know who helped them do that? Guys like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson even put out tweets and got in the ring and said that he thought Loma won the fight and Loma should be undisputed. So that's why Shakur Stevenson lost his mandatory position because, you know, Vasyl Lomachenko has that position. Another article, the WBC keeps Loma at number one despite his loss to Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson, May 21st, almost 2 months ago. I would love that fight too, honestly. He said, I feel it should be me versus him for undisputed. Now, this is in response to Michael Benson saying Shakur Stevenson versus Vasyl Lomachenko would be a great fight if Devin Haney moves up in weight. So Shakur Stevenson, back in May of this year, is already talking about him versus Loma, but he's being very respectful to Loma. He's not disrespecting Loma the way he disrespected Devin Haney, a guy who he claimed was at one point his friend. All right, but he's being very respectful and beating him around the bush when it comes to his situation with Loma. Now, in May again, someone says to Shakur, champ, you plan on activating your mandatory status for Devin? For sure. My team already on it. Well, explain to me how it took you over a month. We in July now. This was in May when you say your team was already on it. Every video we do, we've been telling you, if you want to fight Devin Haney, go ahead and activate your mandatory. He never did it. He waits until Devin, the rumors are that Devin and the Regis fight is almost done. Now he activated He activates it to make it look like, oh, Devin, I'm chasing Devin out of the division. This dude is such a clown, man. I mean, everything he does is strategic and clown behavior, man. These are the rankings as of right now in lightweight. As you can see with the WBC, Vasyl Lomachenko is ranked number 1. And Shakur Stevenson already knows this. He has tweets to prove he already knew that Lomachenko retained his mandatory spot. So how is Shakur pinching in the WBC and not the WBO? Why aren't you pinching in the WBO? But he pinches the WBC, whatever, fine. It's good for imagery. It's good for imagery, you know what I'm saying? And for people who don't do their research to have some talking points. But in reality, this is what's going to happen. Shakur Stevenson is really putting himself in line to face Vasyl Lomachenko for the vacant WBC title. That's what they're doing. For the vacant WBC title is what Vasyl Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson will probably be fighting for, okay? And I would like to see Shakur turn up the gas and put that pressure on Loma for the fight. Loma just turned down the Shakur Stevenson fight in front of the world. Ain't nobody said nothing. Ain't nobody calling Loma a duck, nothing. Shakur asked Loma for a fight. Loma said, I'm sorry, I have unfinished business with Devin Haney. You see what I'm saying? Let that been anybody else, everybody been tearing them up, but Loma gets a pass, of course. And Shakur gave him a pass. Shakur didn't jump down Loma's throat like he would have did Devin Haney or anybody else. So this is the game that's being played, ladies and gentlemen. This is the game that's being played. And I find it interesting that Devin Haney, who's been champion, who just defeated Devin Haney beat the man that beat the man, right? Let's be clear about that, right? He beat George Kambosos twice. And you can say whatever you want to say about Kambosos, but Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez beat Vasyl Lomachenko when he was the man. And not only did Devin beat the man that beat the man, he came back around and beat Vasyl Lomachenko. You understand? Who has Shakur Stevenson fought? And who is he beating? That's all I'm asking you. Yes, Shakur is talented. He looks great. But who has Shakur Stevenson beaten to pinch in the WBC for a title shot versus Devin Haney, and he's demanding a 50-50 split? That's the part we're leaving out here. The man is demanding a 50-50 split with Devin Haney, the undisputed champion. Shakur Stevenson demanded 50-50. So when you guys who are Shakur fans who said that, oh, Devin made Shakur a bogus offer of 25%, man, he knows Shakur ain't going to take that. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Shakur just told you he ain't taking nothing but 50-50. That's what he just told you. He ain't taking no 35%, no 40%. The man wants 50-50 split. You know why? It's ego, bro. He's salty. I told y'all this before. The man is jealous of Devin Haney. He feel like he a better fighter than Devin Haney, right? It was all good just a week ago when they was on the same level. Devin Haney has surpassed him in accomplishments in boxing, and now he hating on his own homeboy. That's what he doing. And a lot of y'all can relate to that because that's how y'all move in y'all real life. Y'all secret haters. You smile in people's faces, talk about them on the phone behind their back. That's what y'all do. That's why y'all can relate to Shakur Stevenson. You can identify with that look that he have in his eyes, that hater look that he got. You can identify with that. You can relate to that. You know how he's feeling because that's how you move in your real life. You understand? But anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. I'm about to hit those deuces.